It's showtime!
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime! It's showtime!
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
What is this?
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think with fly fish.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole!
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
21 gigawatts!
Recorded somewhere in Cleveland, Ohio, you're listening to the Epic Radio Show with Epic Goldie and Tokar on the Epic Radio Network.
Hey, welcome everybody. I am your host, Epic. We have Goldie and Tokar. Say hello.
How's it going, Tokar?
And we also have a special guest, my brother from another mother, Codeine.
What's up, everybody?
And not the good kind that everybody wants. In your Halloween candy.
How was everyone's Halloween?
How was it?
It was a lot of fun.
What did you do?
Oh, I went trick-or-treating.
You did?
Yeah, I actually went trick-or-treating. And I got like candy and everything. I didn't even have a costume.
like a homeless guy begging for candy.
Like, help me, please help me. I got no food.
It worked out for me because like we only took the baby around the block. Naturally, Halloween's always freezing. It's like beautiful the day before, beautiful the day after, but Halloween's horrible. We took the baby around the block, went home, and him and my son actually went out together.
Okay,
and
that's what's up.
And they continued the trick-or-treat, which I thought they would be safe. But evidently, two little snowflakes trick-or-treating, and they got egged.
Wow.
You guys got egged?
No, they attempted to throw the egg at me, but they kept on missing.
Wow.
Well, that's some quick Tokar reflexes.
Yeah, it was like the Matrix.
They're like, do you know who you're fucking with? This is Tokar.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you, Codeine?
I had to work, man, at the ball out there, New York.
Yeah, so Codeine was he's from Cleveland. He was in Division III with me for a time. And he actually just moved out to New York because he was promoted to store manager to a New York Finish Line.
Yeah, Finish Line, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. How do you like that so far?
It's cool. It's different because it's not like the New York you think. They from TV we see New York City. We like, oh man, cars, bunch of people. It's a small town. It's like everywhere you look up, it's hills everywhere.
Gotcha.
Almost like West Virginia.
Okay. Goldie would know all about West Virginia. She goes there a lot.
I love West Virginia.
I know, I hate West Virginia, but that's just me.
I hated it as a child, but when you grow up and you go to different parts and then you find something maybe that can fit you, because when people think of West Virginia, they're only thinking of hills and hillbillies and no teeth. But when you actually get to explore the state, it's beautiful. And there's a lot of nice people.
I will say that it is beautiful to drive through, but I hate to drive through it.
Yeah, I don't care to drive through.
Because every time I go to North Carolina, there's that like 2 or 3 hour drive through fucking West Virginia. Right. And it's like the worst because you have all these downgrades and upgrades and, it's a pain in the ass. But it is definitely beautiful. And kind of scary because you're up on these mountains and there's just this little ass guardrail stopping you from meeting your fate. You know what I mean? Like, it takes one semi, I had a little bit of too much Jim Beam today, you know what I mean, to go over that bitch,
And you'd be surprised how many people do go over. Actually, I had a nasty car accident in West Virginia, which has left me traumatized. Only in the winter, though, when it snows. I won't even go.
That's crazy. My Halloween was okay. It was super cold, and I'm a freeze baby, so I had a t-shirt, an undershirt for that, a sweater, and 2 jackets on, and gloves and a hat, and it was.
I'm pulling your man card.
Yeah, there was a blizzard outside or whatever, man. I don't like being cold,
Was it that damn bad? Oh my god!
It was cold enough to, dude. I'm telling you, I could have warmed the earth with what I was wearing. But then the night...
Bitches with hot flashes.
Yeah. But the night turned into a little fiasco because my daughter ended up being rushed to the emergency room because she had a peanut allergy. So I was there till like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was scary because like her blood pressure kept dropping. She was blowing up and everything. And so they gave her the EpiPen when we got there. And then they had to give her adrenaline because she was like, her blood pressure was dropping. And then they had to give her steroid and then Benadryl, and then she was knocked out.
So did she develop like a peanut allergy?
Yeah, she developed it. It wasn't something that she had because, I mean, just a couple weeks ago, she had peanut butter and jelly. Wow. So this was just something,
because,
yeah.
How do you isolate this incident, and how do you know what she's going to react to and what she isn't going to react to?
And to be honest, we're going by her word. She said she didn't really have dinner all like that. And she went trick-or-treating with her cousin, and that's the only thing she could think of. She had candy. You know what I mean? So that's what mostly isn't. I don't think it's chocolate. You know what I mean? I don't think it's... She said she ate some, I think, Baby Ruth or whatever. You know what I mean? And so we're going off that, but she still has to go to an allergist and get tested to see exactly what it is. So right now, we're treating all tree nuts as equal. Yeah. So no walnuts,
you
no...
have an EpiPen, don't you?
Yeah, we have 2 of them. But, yeah, have you guys been following the news lately, though? About this Kevin Spacey shit?
Yes, actually, I did actually read up on that.
So, Kevin Spacey, you know, the star of House of Cards, he has a bunch of allegations, kind of like the Harvey Weinstein thing. But male actors... You know? What? Yeah, so in a it was one guy who did an article. He was talking about when he was 14. You know, he basically had an incident where they were both actors. They were doing plays at the time. Right. Okay? So what happened was Kevin Spacey had invited a bunch of people to a party, like a private party. Right. And he was the only 14-year-old there. Right. Okay? And so he got bored because he's 14. He wasn't necessarily... He didn't think it was weird because with him being a young actor, he does get invited to a lot of stuff, and it's mostly adults. Right. So he didn't really think nothing of it.
You're referring to Anthony Rapp? Yeah.
So what happened is he ended up going to Kevin Spacey's bedroom. He was watching TV. He ended up finding... You know... He was watching TV till around midnight, lost track of time. Everybody was gone. Kevin Spacey came to the door like he'd been intoxicated heavily, you know? And he's all like, oh, are you sure you want to leave? And then he picks a dude up like he's about to carry him to the threshold, puts him on the bed, and climbs on top of him. Now, according to the news, the article... He didn't actually physically, like, he didn't make a move, like, as far as like a kiss or anything like that, but he squirmed his way out. Advance. Yeah, it was a sexual advance though. And like, oh, are you sure you want to leave? You know, so he was like, yeah, I gotta go, like my mom's waiting on me, whatever. And he left. You know, he said he did bump into him years later, and like it was almost like he didn't recognize him. So, in my eyes, when this first story broke out, I was thinking, well, maybe he was a little over-intoxicated, made a mistake. This is, I mean, almost 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Right. Maybe this is an isolated incident. No. Now, like, 2 other people has come out and said that he's made sexual advances to him. Oh, man. So... He made this press release. He got out. He apologized or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he didn't actually take responsibility, but he didn't deny it.
He didn't deny it.
He did not remember the encounter, but that if he had behaved as described by Rapp, he owed him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior.
Wow. Now, in this same breath, in the same press conference, he also said, "I am gay." Like he came out of the closet.
He's had relations with women, but he's subsequently gay.
Yeah, but this is where it gets a little crazy. People are mad because he came out at the same time as this, like he was trying to deflect the situation.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
So
Netflix
has canceled House of Cards.
For real?
They fired him.
Wow.
There was actually this Al Gore documentary that included Kevin Spacey. They have now since canceled that.
Wow.
They are completely cutting ties with Kevin Spacey now.
He's obviously a creep.
And last I heard, Kevin Spacey is actually going into a rehab facility for sexual rehab, like sex addiction. So this is a crazy story. This is a really crazy story.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad he's not getting any backup from the LGBT community.
Well, yeah, because
they criticized Spacey's timing of coming out as an attempt to change the subject away from rap's accusation. I can agree with that.
I do, and it's crazy because I've always liked him as an actor.
And they don't like that he's making a connection between homosexuality and sexual abuse of minors, and I have to agree with that.
Yeah, but I was also reading this other article about it, and it's like, okay, so like the whole thing with Michael Jackson, that didn't stop people from liking his music.
Right.
So, is it wrong to still like his acting?
But do I believe that Michael Jackson even did anything?
Well, we don't know because he wasn't. He went to court.
Yeah,
he was acquitted.
Settled out of court.
He settled out of court.
Right.
But usually, if you settle, though, it usually means you're guilty. You're just trying to keep the people quiet. You know what I mean?
Hush money.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, I never looked at it like that for him. I always felt like he was just an easy target and just gave him money just to get it over with.
But you never know the situation.
Yeah.
We weren't there,
No, I
mean,
definitely
and
wasn't there. He
the
totally have been a
point
creep.
that there was a lot of children making the accusations, and a lot of child actors.
Why did you keep sending your children with people who you think?
That's the parents' fault there.
That's what my whole thing is. I felt like they sent their children there to exploit them and get money out of him.
It could be. It could be. It could have been like a sick, twisted. You gotta think some of these parents that have child actors.
Yeah.
Are they really thinking about their child's best interest?
They'll sell their kids quick. Have you this artist XXX Testacion, whatever his name is? He had a video where he had two kids sitting on the stage. It was a black kid and it was a white kid.
Oh yeah.
And he hung the little white boy, just hung him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Put a noose around his neck and hung him in front of the little black kid. I was like,
they're trying to prove some type of racial point, but what he's saying is the parents allowed this.
yeah.
Both families or just the one?
Yeah.
It's still weird though,
Probably some
right?
creepy white liberals, but
I guess. I don't know. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we have an interview with Brotha Mic. We're going to see what he's all about. And then later on, we have the Would You Rather questions. We have crazy news. We're going to talk about alcoholism. There's some weird superstitions that are actually true that people believe in. We have our prank. Keep it locked, and we'll be back shortly. Keep it epic, guys. Welcome back to the Epic Radio Show. Today's guest is a rapper from Florida. His name is Brotha Mic. What's going on, Brotha Mic?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on with you? So I heard that you actually put out a new single every week.
Yeah, I always post something on SoundCloud, and I make a little Facebook video and stuff like that.
That's pretty
good. Definitely trying to give people what they want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So how long have you been a rapper? How old are you, by the way?
I'm 25.
25?
I've been rapping since high school, so 18. I mean, 7 years ain't bad, but it is what it is. Trying to.
Well, you'd be surprised how
grind it out.
fast 7 years turns into about 20, like I had.
Yeah.
I was a rapper for like 20 years, man.
It didn't work out?
Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. It depended on the year, you know what I mean?
It's hard for rappers to get exposure and get money out of it. Especially
It is. That's
undiscovered, so.
That's one of the reasons why I do this show, because I didn't have a lot of support, you know what I mean, like with the industry at all. So I wanted to make a point doing this show that I at least was able to interview somebody underground every week, just to get their name out there. You're in Florida, I'm in Ohio, so that's already going to kind of join forces between the two states. You know, like we're going to promote you there, you're going to promote us. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I'm from the land too, so I got plug in the land.
Oh yeah, no shit. You're from Ohio? I did not know that. I was not informed of that. That's crazy.
That's where I was born.
How long have you been in Florida?
Moved here about 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Why'd you guys move down there?
Well, I moved by myself because I went to rehab for addiction. I was a heroin addict, so I got out of there, bro.
I gotcha, man.
Saved my life, and I haven't been back, bro.
That's incredible. I know quite a few people, unfortunately, going through
a lot
that
of dead
type
homies,
of,
man.
Yeah.
Sad.
Still people struggling with it, like
always.
Yeah.
It's on the rise, man. It's crazy. That's why I put it in my music and shit too.
Oh yeah. I actually I heard the song that you sent me, Regardless.
Oh yeah.
Regardless.
Man, I love that song. That song.
It's really catchy, man. And you know what? The quality was really good too. That's what kind of stood out.
I just record in my room. I try to figure out ways to make it sound better every time. Just ghetto as fuck. Just rig some shit up, man. I just buy the good shit and
still do that to this day, man. I mean, you'd be surprised, even like big artists like like Linkin Park or somebody. They do all their pre-recording like in a house. Even like Aerosmith, like all these big names, Taylor Swift, like they might lay down like a master or something in a big studio sometimes, but a lot of times because they already got money, they don't even waste the money because that's more that comes out of your pocket as an artist. You know what I mean?
You know what it really is though? You're comfortable in your own home trying to do your own thing.
That's
ideas, and you don't have to listen to nobody else other than your people, your engineer, whatever. I do it all, so I ain't really got nobody mixing, mastering my shit. I just do that myself. But I mean, for the longest time, I stopped rapping, and then I moved to Florida. I'm like, I move in a rural area, no hip hop, anywhere. It's all just country. So.
You know what's funny is I did the same thing, man. I for a long time for about 5 years I lived in North Carolina, right outside of Raleigh. It was a small town called Middlesex, and I was surrounded. I was surrounded by nothing but cornfields and tobacco fields, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I could relate totally.
Yeah, it took a while to adjust from just being in the city where it's house, people everywhere, up at all times of the night. I moved out here and
the first year I went crazy, man. The first year I went nuts.
I just worked. All I did was work and make music every day.
So you're working on an album. It's called Greenlight.
Yep.
It's an
My
EP.
debut EP. Yep.
It's produced by Stephen Marcy.
My homie, man.
So what can people expect on this album? Like, what are you talking about? What are you bringing to the table?
This is a trap influence, deep, like almost evil. It's just like depressed type stuff, like trying to figure out life. Because when you're rappers, there's not much hope. So you got to put out your emotions in the song so you don't have to, you can deal with it better. But I mean, I put some bangers on there, of course, and I just I wanted to experiment more with one producer so I can make a certain type of sound that I like. And I got a lot of, I sing, I rap, I put a lot of bars in my rap, so I like to mix it up. I like to put a crazy hook that everybody loves and then still spit bars so I could be respected as a rapper still and just make a good hit.
That sounds great, man.
That's a formula.
So this is Brotha Mic. You can find him on Facebook. Just look up Brotha Mic. He informed me that he has 3 Facebooks. It's the one with the most likes. So make sure you like that one. And Instagram and Twitter is both Brotha _ Mic. Don't forget the @ symbol for the Twittertarians out there. It's so funny because one of our co-hosts, he could not figure out the fucking Twitter thing, man. It was frustrating. There was this whole conversation where he was trying to look up our Twitter, and he didn't realize he had to put the @ symbol in front of it. It was
for the longest time, man. I did not
crazy.
fuck with Twitter. I didn't get it because the hashtags. I was like, what the fuck? People can use a hashtag and look up what I hashtag. Nobody clicks that shit.
No, nobody really
Like,
does.
this is stupid. And then, people started going with it. I finally got on board. And I actually like this shit now. It's not bad. It makes Facebook look boring for real.
So you have a track that you want us to play today. I'm going to play a little snippet of. What's this called? It's
called Delete You.
Delete You. That sounds pretty awesome.
It's really, people are saying it's good vibes, but I mean, you got to really get into it. It's a good vibe song. It sounds good. I do what I do on it. So, but got to check it out to see what it is.
All right. So we're going to play a little snippet of that. When we get back, we're going to do our Would You Rather question. So listen to this snippet and we'll be right back.
But I gotta get it all. Trap with the bass, rap with the bars in the basement, wrapping it up for the payment, back it right up for me, boo boo. We be proud of me, counting the dollar controlling me, boo. Moving the powder, be whipping the water, the powder be calling me, pardon me, flip it or hitting the lottery, probably not, but I be balling out. I should probably sign a deal, the label they be calling out. I should probably sign my soul to Lucy, she be calling out. Nah, boy, I'm a dog, no time to take a loss. If you switch up, then you better pay the cost. Yeah, bad vibes, I delete you. I'm a boss, I got the preview. What you know about a pistol? Better know before I hit you. Need a solving all my issues. Dig a grave and I forget you. Get on, I delete you.
Okay, that was a little snippet from Brotha Mic. That's pretty good, man. It was called
awesome
Delete
beat.
You.
Like Tokar was gonna start
start dancing and rapping along and everything.
I thought his juices were flowing.
That's right. That might not be the only thing that's flowing. Did you hear last show when he fucking farted in the goddamn studio? I still taste the dark roast in my mouth.
Yeah, that's
it's fucking ridiculous.
Did you really do that?
Yeah, he did.
I thought he wouldn't catch on that. But
I heard it.
Silent?
Dude,
oh my God.
I heard it through the mic.
You remember the movie Step Brothers when they had an interview and he farted?
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't think he would hear it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be quiet.
Well, we're going to go into Would You Rather questions. We had a lot of submissions this week, so thank you everybody for your submissions. We'll just jump right into it.
Asshole.
So everybody, I guess, answer these. Would you rather live your life over as the opposite gender or start your life over as a kid again?
Start my life over as a kid.
I want to be a kid again, too.
Kid.
I love being a woman. Vaginas hold all the power if you know how to use them.
There you go. What about you, Tokar?
I'd rather be a kid again.
Okay. Would you rather be a virgin forever or have sex with your brother/sister one time?
I will be a virgin forever.
Yeah.
Virgin.
That's what toys are for.
Yeah.
That's inbred, man.
Yeah,
that's like Lannister.
That was funny. I saw this little Facebook meme, and like there's this cat like sitting on a loaf of bread, and it's like, oh, this cat is literally inbred. You know, I don't know. Would you rather know how you will die or when you will die? That's a tricky one.
You know what? I didn't get that cat joke till now. It took me a while to get it, but
I'm so done with it.
Oh my God, Tokar, man.
It kind of blew past my head, but now I get it. Like, inbred. Like you're inbred.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That was punny.
Yeah. It was also punny. So, you know.
Punny. I think you just said that too.
So, question. Would you rather know how you will die or when you will die?
Oh, that's so confusing.
I say how, because you might be able to.
Yeah, but then you're going to be looking for it.
Yeah, you'll be paranoid.
You can try to fight it.
I don't know if I would want to know when.
I don't think I would want to. I mean, yeah.
Because that would be scary too. Like.
You're like, tomorrow's the day I die.
Yeah.
But at least you don't know how, so at least you. I think I'm going to go with that. I want to know when.
When? Okay.
I don't want to know how.
You? Tokar?
For me, like everything will be paradoxical because maybe knowing how you're gonna die or when will actually cause you to die.
Could be, but I need a fucking answer.
Yeah, please elaborate on this question a lot more than
you ever seen the movie The Twilight Zone? The guy, he takes a picture and he has like a Polaroid camera, and everything that comes out of the Polaroid camera predicts the future.
Yeah.
So he took a picture of like outside. And he saw himself like on the ground, like where he fell out the window, and he just freaked out and he got scared. And guess what happened?
He fell out the window.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But maybe when.
Okay. That was submitted by Michael James. Obviously, he's a little twisted.
Michael.
This one's submitted by J Val. Would you rather have sex with Rosie O'Donnell or Roseanne Barr?
Roseanne Barr. I hate Rosie.
Yeah, Roseanne Barr.
Well, I can't
about
stand.
You got sex with Rosie O'Donnell.
She's so annoying.
I would say Rosie O'Donnell.
But
like,
they're both annoying.
Yeah, they are.
But I
would say Rosie O'Donnell
so
just
bad,
because she's a lesbian, and I would like be happy that I turned her.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're gonna turn her.
That's
probably why she's a lesbian.
Anyways, so that was the one question submitted by J Val. These two were submitted by Trish. Would you rather taste poo or poo a ton of bricks? Her words exactly.
I'll poo a ton of bricks.
Keeps me busy, and poo's not bad. You know, you just relax on the toilet.
Yeah.
You know, you're just.
Okay, a ton of bricks it is. Would you rather have pubic hairs for teeth or teeth for pubic hairs?
Yeah, take the teeth for pubic hairs.
Yeah, it'd be kind of funny to brush your pubes.
That's the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
But that would be uncomfortable, though.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and do the rest of the Would You Rather questions. Man, this snuck up on us pretty quick. So keep it locked. We'll be right back. Keep it epic, guys.
Keep it epic.
Okay, welcome back. We had to kind of split this into two segments, but we're going to finish up our Would You Rather questions. We still got a few more to go, so bear with us. This was submitted by Sean. Would you rather have your fingernails pulled off or let fire ants play with your bunghole for 10 minutes?
Pull my fingernails off. That's easy. It's a no-brainer.
What about you guys?
I think I'd rather have fire ants on my butthole.
I really get the
sounds interesting.
The fire ants because
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want my fingernails pulled off.
I mean, I don't know how bad fire ants are, but I could just imagine how the fingernails are.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say fire ants just because I have no clue.
On my butthole.
And then last one from Sean is: would you rather have unprotected sex with a sibling or be gang raped by ISIS?
That's difficult.
I say ISIS, baby, all the way.
ISIS. I'm going with ISIS. It might be actually a good time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, little bukkake or something. I don't know what they do. I don't know. Little, that'd be a jihad I want to join. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, I'm already dating an Arab or married to one anyway, so what the hell?
Same difference, right? I'm joking. That was racist as fuck.
You know what I'm going to do when they're going after me? I'm going,
last one submitted by my father-in-law. Would you rather go on a diet or hug a lion? Are you trying to say something? You think I should go on a diet?
Lion, my fat ass.
Now, this one's a little difficult because I don't know if the lion is a tame lion or a wild lion.
Yeah, you got to be more specific.
But even the wild ones are afraid of humans.
That's true.
I would actually be more afraid of the one in captivity that's adjusted and used to humans and knows that he's on top of the food chain.
I would rather go on a diet.
No, I'm hugging the lion. I'm too fat. I love eating. No. I'm going to die happy and fat by the lion's killing me.
I'm going to hug the lion.
I might take a bite out of him.
So I'm gonna eat my food. I'm going to be like, they're great.
That's a tiger, dude. Tony the tiger.
This totally sounds like something Epic would have said.
Yeah.
They're great.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm going to eat the food in front of the lion after I hug him and be like, yeah, it's totally worth it. Look at this. Look what I'm eating.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to get a nice piece of steak.
We're going to go into crazy news.
Oh, okay. This is going to kind of get me off subject with this crazy news. Okay. So, we all eat our kids' Halloween candy, right?
Yeah, I do all the time.
I have a baby. She's not getting it.
Well, especially now that I have 2 children that are allergic to peanuts, I take all the Reese's, all the M&M with peanuts. It's fucking lovely, dude.
So, a dad took his child's Halloween candy and did not check it because, hey, we all know that there's not going to be any free drugs in there, right?
Exactly.
So
gotta pay for that shit.
He was eating something that I've never heard of because we don't have this candy here. McVitie's. It's a home wheat milk chocolate digestive bar.
Doesn't sound like candy.
It sounds like a bar. And evidently it was really outdated.
18 years. It was outdated for like 18 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who does that?
I don't know, man.
But you know, in my neighborhood, well, I was in this group that I was in for like 3 days and then got kicked out. And it's a group for my neighborhood. And it's, I would love to say it because the bitches that are in the group are so annoying. So someone did complain in the group about receiving something that was 2 years outdated, and people were like, "It's free, you fucking ingrate." I mean, they were like,
"Oh my god,"
mode. And you know what? No, that's not okay. Yeah, I get it. Halloween candy is free, but it doesn't mean that you can serve the public stale ass shit and anything that's outdated. That's not okay. Don't participate if you can't afford to participate. No one's forcing you.
Exactly.
And it's okay to complain about that. And I'm glad I got kicked out of that group of banshees.
You know, another thing that pissed me off about Halloween is all the amount of people that had their fucking porch light on but wasn't giving out candy.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
like,
hard.
bitch, you know what day it is. How the fuck are you going to have your porch light on and not give out candy?
And can I make a comment?
And then get mad.
If you're going to give out eggs, just drop them in the bag. Don't throw them. Because they crack.
I was fucking livid. Don't even get me started about that night. Somebody threw an egg at my kid. And this is the funny thing. Like, all that kept going through my head was get in your car and go run them the fuck over. Wow. And, you know, I had to stop myself because I'm like, you know, 20 years to life is worth it because then I'm not going to be able to take care of my kids.
Exactly.
But it was hard. I definitely went outside, and my neighbor, they always carry a gun. They were passing out candy, and I was like, you better look for these motherfuckers. They touched my kid. And my neighbor was pissed, and then the next day, somebody actually tagged me in a news story where some kids thought it was funny to throw eggs, and somebody got their car hit, got pissed, turned around, and ran right through them, and one ended up in the hospital with some head trauma. So don't fucking throw eggs, you little assholes. It ain't funny.
Or TP. That shit, especially when it gets wet, it sticks to the trees, though. Or the house.
It might look like shit, but I mean, like, you want to toilet paper someone's house? Okay,
don't egg somebody's car either.
Don't egg cars. And those kids did egg someone's car, and that woman went after them. And little fucking assholes.
Fuck them little assholes.
I know. If you're one of those little assholes or you're their friends, you're a piece of shit.
Okay, next story, Goldie.
Sorry.
You get a little emotional on this one.
Tokar might get punched.
And I told him, I'm like, let's go to McDonald's. And so we hit McDonald's because I was afraid that the egg throwing.
Yeah, poor Tokar, who's been jumped before by a bunch of hooligan teenagers, got scared. My son, even though he's like 6'2" and 200 pounds, is very soft.
Yeah.
He didn't even know what was going on. He was clueless.
I'm like, Louis, they're throwing eggs at us. Well, let's go to McDonald's.
Poor Louie. And so I get a text from John, can you please come pick us up?
Oh my God.
Where are you?
I'm not being a man. When there's a lot of people, I'm not being a man taking on a group of people.
They probably would have jumped them, So
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
blame them, and I definitely don't want my
I'd rather be a sissy than be brave and be the guy that pull my muscle in my back with black eyes.
I'm going to be that brave motherfucker that gets jumped because my temper will not allow it. All right. Some crazy mom admits that she's happy when her kids get head lice. She claims to enjoy it too.
WTF?
Did they misspell mom?
No, it's obviously a British story. It says mum.
Mom.
So most parents
Get
feel
the
a
nips.
sense of dread when their kids get head lice. It usually followed by a nervous check. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. What's crazy about that is that's always like most parents' worst nightmare is getting that letter from the school. Like, hey. It's so embarrassing too.
It's because she likes, I don't know, maybe she likes picking it out of their hair. You know what? If she likes picking it
maybe
that bad,
she's
she
part
can
ape,
come to America and she can come pick out all these little nasty kids' heads because some of them need it.
Oh, by the way, if you use like gel in your hair, it kills the mice right away.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Please don't give out bad
Don't
advice.
give out fake news.
I actually used to grease my head though to avoid catching head lice, and
You
that
failed,
shit
you big
worked.
dummy.
Okay.
My mom. Would you
next
like
story?
Here's my favorite story. A bride wanted to kill her husband, but she accidentally killed 17 people instead.
Oops.
I'm not okay with that, but the killing a husband part, I can totally
You
relate.
failed, you big dummy.
Yeah, you totally botched that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
So basically, what I got from the story.
In Pakistan, of all places.
Oh,
Yeah, in Pakistan.
Police arrested
So
a
it was an
newly married
arranged
woman on murder
marriage.
charges.
She wasn't happy, wanted to get out. So she poisoned her husband's milk. Well, the husband didn't drink it, but the mother-in-law made a dish with it, and it killed 17 people, but got 20 people sick.
Wow.
It was crazy. That's why it's crazy news. Oh, I said it.
Oh, you made a funny.
I said it. I
You're so
said the
funny.
segment. Okay, anyways.
You know, the city was called Milton.
It's what?
Milton.
Oh my God. Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's nuts. Okay.
That's some ironic type shit too. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Don't ever sing.
Thank you for that, Codeine.
You know what?
I needed that.
I wanted the fart, but I'm holding it in.
Yeah,
I swear to God,
better
if
not
you fart
today.
on me, I'm walking out and I'm punching him on my way out.
Okay.
Move over a little bit, man.
Don't be staying in the wood over there. You know what I mean?
This guy farts and
Clears the room out.
She's corny
Yeah.
too.
He's like Pumbaa from The Lion King. You know what I'm saying?
So what's going on with this kiwi shit? You have to be 25 and show ID to buy kiwis at Asta?
Yeah, I guess Harry Styles from One Direction, he has a song called Kiwi. So a bunch of people bought kiwis and threw it at him while he was performing the song.
What a
So they made it. They made it to where you have to show ID to buy kiwis because he was performing again.
Wow.
So you had to be 25 or older to buy kiwis.
Wow.
It's pretty sad that the world
That's
has
fucking
come to
stupid.
this. Yeah, who does that?
What kind of name is
Why would
Harry
you go-
Styles?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe why don't you ask him? Get him on the show. I would love to have Harry Styles on the show.
You know, imagine if he's at a bar and like it's Harry Styles there. It's like, are you talking about hairstyles or are you talking about him? You know?
Oh my god.
Tokar.
No. You press the button, Cody. Oh my goodness, man.
In One Direction. I mean, I'm only going in one direction.
Jesus
You
Christ.
get it? Oh, he's making fun. He's Harry Styles from the group One Direction. No?
No, it didn't work.
No.
You failed, you
There you
big
go.
dummy.
Yep, there you go. You deserve that, Tokar. Okay, so
I thought it was clever.
all right, you know what? Skip the last story. We're gonna go into. Tokar wanted to talk about alcoholism. So what did you want to talk about with alcoholism? He had to adjust the mic and everything.
10 times.
All right, see, some people are like,
I don't want to interrupt you, but the way you're sitting and the way you just moved your mic kind of reminded me of, what was that, Larry King? Or, you know what I'm saying?
This is Larry King. Let me tell you about alcoholism.
He's a pirate now? I didn't know that.
I feel like now you have to tell the whole story like that.
Yeah.
All right, please, Larry, tell us.
Yeah, alcoholism. America's deadliest drug. Sold on the counters anywhere, easily available for anyone to access. We should have prohibition to ban this toxic substance.
Now, Larry, I would have to beg to differ because they tried prohibition and all it did was bring up organized crime and people drank anyways.
Fast cars and people were dying.
People were still dying. Do you know how many drunk drivers die every year?
People were overdosing too because of
Yeah, people are ODing on alcohol now. But that's people that just, they should probably go anyways. You know, if you're going to drink that much, you shouldn't be a part of this world. I'm joking.
I was joking about the Larry King thing.
I'm not.
I don't
have to tell the whole fucking story like that. I swear to God, I'll cut you.
No, the thing is, I don't care about alcohol if it's legal or not. It's just some people have problems, you know, where they have to drink compulsively. And it's weird, like, telling people, like, well, why can't you just have a couple of beers and just stop? They don't, some people can't understand that. And I just tell them it's kind of like, it's weird to me that people have gambling problems or people have diet problems where they eat compulsively. It's just,
I mean, I think it's probably a mental condition just like anything else, you know. They have linked alcoholism with genetics. You know, if your father's an alcoholic, you're more likely to be an alcoholic. Stuff like that. I feel like it's in the same realm as anything else that we use, like cigarettes, heroin, coke. It's all in that same thing. It just happens to be legal. Right. And it's all about just doing it responsibly. I don't care if someone's a drunk in their own house, but don't go out starting trouble or trying to drive and kill somebody.
Don't
some
send
innocent
people fucking text messages all night either.
Tokar.
Yeah.
You're drunk texter.
Oh, he's a drunk video taker.
Drunk guitarist. Drunk comedian.
Drunk I don't know if you like me.
All night, talk shit to you. Now that, okay, so today, you know, I had a little bit of a girly meltdown, and I yelled at Tokar. So tonight, I can expect like 20 drunk texts about how I don't like him, how I never liked him, how I just talk shit about him on the show. We're fake friends. All this bullshit he always does to me.
Okay, we're going to have to take another break. On the next segment, we're going to prank a tire shop and ask for a rim job. So keep it locked. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to the Epic Radio Show. You can follow us on Twitter at Epic Music Radio. Facebook is also at Epic Music Radio. Subscribe on YouTube. Our Instagram is Epicness216. It's time for the prank.
You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook, but just don't follow us when we're walking down the street or something.
Yeah, follow us on social media, not public media.
I will fucking cut you.
I believe it too. Okay, so we're about to do our prank. This is an Epic Radio Show first. Goldie's actually doing the prank. Go ahead. You can start calling.
Tokar.
Yeah, come on, Tokar.
It disappeared.
Come on, Tokar.
I can't
you can do it.
Phone.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I got it. Okay, here we go.
Hi,
I got a question about some tires.
Okay.
I have a Mazda 3. Do you have tires for Mazda 3s?
Probably do if you told me the size.
I don't know how to look for the size, but I can tell you the make and model.
Well, make and model, it pulls up all 4 sizes that car comes with.
Oh, okay. I can check that. Can you at least give me like an idea how much it would cost?
If you open your driver's side door, there's a little tiny black and yellow sticker on there. It tells you the size of the tire.
Okay, I'll get those in a second. But do you have any idea like how much those would cost? Like a
It could range anywhere from $70 a tire up to $125 a tire. Depends which package you got on that Mazda 3.
Oh, okay. Do you put them on too?
Find out the what was that?
Do you put them on the car?
Yes, we do.
And what else
Like
does
I
it come
said,
with? Do you wash the car when you?
What was that?
Do you also wash the car?
Do we also wash the car? No, we don't.
What about a rim job?
No rim job.
Oh, all right. Well, does it come with anything else?
Just mounting and balancing.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
Who is this? Bro.
It's just a loyal customer looking for a rim job.
Yeah, looking for a rim job? All right.
Have a good day.
What was that?
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Hope you find your rim job out there today.
I hope so too. I'm so desperate and lonely.
Oh, I got your phone
Can
number.
you
I can
help
call
me?
you later.
Okay, please call me later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god, that was funny. They don't get as mad when you do it. If I was to say that, oh my god.
No, he got excited.
He got whole leg. I got your number on Call ID.
Yeah.
I'll come find you, girl.
He's gonna be calling your ass later.
Like, hey, new number. Who this?
This one go.
You're gonna get defense now.
You're gonna get ass raped.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, I gotta give her that rim job. I want to show her my equipment.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully he doesn't jack up the prices with this. Okay. All right. So there are superstitions out there that are kind of weird and strange, Goldie.
Yeah.
You should have the article there.
I have it right here in front of me. So, staying forever young by carrying an acorn. I'm gonna try that because I'm pretty vain. So what the fuck?
I mean, I don't know. I've seen some pretty old squirrels, and they look really fucked up. So I don't think that works because they keep a bunch of acorns on them at all time.
Yeah, and they always get hit by cars.
You know, another fun fact about squirrels is they're like super ADD and shit. So they bury a bunch of acorns like all around, and they forget where they bury them, which is how trees are born. Fun little fact.
Oh, wow.
So
Giant squirrel seed.
The squirrels actually plant the acorns to make the trees.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that crazy?
In nature, everything works together.
Okay, so here's one that I found interesting. Don't eat lettuce if you want to have children. According to some Englishmen, if you eat lettuce, you won't be fertile. I don't know. That's crazy because I eat a lot of lettuce, and if you just look, like, I can just look at a penis and get pregnant. Every time I've got pregnant, it's been like a one-time deal.
You know, I used to hear the same shit about Mountain Dew and stuff about like.
Oh, yeah.
And we know your ass is fertile.
Hell yeah! 4 kids later, I drank more Mountain Dew to try not to get this bitch pregnant, and it didn't work.
This is something I heard when I was growing
kids
up.
for everybody.
Shit.
If you smoke the marijuana seeds, then it will make you infertile.
No, I think smoking too much marijuana does kill your sperm count. I think that's actually a fact.
But someone told me the seeds.
Well, I smoked a lot of weed too in my time, and I'm fertile as fuck.
Yeah,
so
but over like so many years, I know a lot of people who smoke a lot of weed who have
I
never
probably
had
smoked
children.
enough weed than an average person does in a couple years. So, like, I don't think that's true either.
I remember people would take the seeds out of their marijuana.
See, there's
Because
differences also between superstitions and like folklore, kind of. You know, like people's like, I don't know, like ideas get spread around by people just like You know, like different, like just like with the whole Mountain Dew thing, you know what I mean? Just
what about,
rumors and stuff.
Right.
And then people believe it as truth because so many people say it.
Right.
That's a weird thing that happens.
What about the blunt, where they take a little paper out inside the blunt, they call it cancer paper.
Oh, you talking about the black moms?
Yeah, freaking it.
They freak them out, yeah.
Freak them out.
But they say they call it cancer paper, and they say it can give you cancer. But how can the paper give you...
I mean, it could be chemical or something in it, but I mean, wouldn't you be more concerned than what's in the fucking tobacco giving you cancer rather than a piece of paper?
Yeah, but either way it goes, you still smoke.
This is one of these things, though.
Yeah.
Somebody did it, probably came up with a weird reason why they fucking do it.
I think they take it out because they can smoke it easier.
It makes it burn quicker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what the extra paper does. It makes it burn slower, so they take it out to make it burn quicker. I don't know why they call it cancer paper. I don't know how that rumor got started.
They told me
but
that's
not
give you cancer.
Yeah, because that's dumb. It's almost like a superstition.
Yep.
You know, that kind of falls in the same line. Enough people say it that people believe it, and they just accept it as truth.
Right. Now y'all heard about Red Bull? It's supposed to have. They say that's supposed to have like.
Bull sperm in
I
it.
think that's true though, isn't it?
I don't know. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's
we go by people's.
I researched it. I thought I researched it.
Like on the show? I don't remember that
not
coming
on the
up.
show. Like years ago when it came out, I looked it up and I don't remember because a lot of shit just.
Like I said, enough people say it.
There's so much shit inside our food that it's at this point I just don't even give a shit.
I mean, you know, there's also a regulation in New York because the rats are there's allowed to be a certain amount of rat shit in your food that comes from New York.
Wow.
There's a certain percentage that your rat shit to food ratio.
Why did you
I had to say it to you, Cody, until you watch.
Well, good thing I'm not in New York City.
Exactly. There's a difference,
I'm a little safe.
You're a little safe from the rats. Yeah. It's weird how, like, big cities like that, like London, we don't really have much of a rat population in Cleveland. But like New York,
it's not true. There's no semen in Red Bull.
See, there you go.
Oh man, I'm not gonna
see. That was a popular consensus, and people just accept it as fact.
Yeah.
And you know that's the problem with internet
that's
news.
The problem with Facebook. Like everything someone puts, and nobody will
actually do the research.
They'll all believe it. They jump the gun. They get angry.
Just like that picture.
Mentality.
Have you guys seen that picture? Of how chicken nuggets are made, and it's this big weird blob.
That's a myth.
That's completely a myth. There's actually McDonald's put out this whole little documentary about how it's made, and it's actually made in a Tyson plant. There's a little assembly line. They cut actual chicken.
I did not know that McDonald's was made at Tyson.
Yeah, the nuggets are made from Tyson chicken.
No way.
Yep.
They had to rebuttal some kind of way after that big lawsuit they had from the lady at the hot coffee.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing too that got really distorted. You know, people are like, "Oh, she's so greedy. She should have known about the coffee." But you know, they didn't look at the facts that this coffee was way too hot, hotter than it should have
always is
been.
though. Have you ever had
Poor
McDonald's?
woman, she didn't want to, but she had medical bills because the coffee fell on her vagina.
Oh my god!
In that area, and she was like 80 or something, super old. Yeah, and
well,
something
McDonald's
like that
coffee is like nuclear hot.
Right.
And they deserve to be sued.
It is, dude. Every time I drink, even with the warning label, every time I drink like fresh coffee that they've, especially like the McCafe drinks, they are so fucking hot. Like there's no reason for it to be that hot. It's crazy. Like even when I brew my own coffee or whatever, it's never that hot.
Yeah, the one time I got iced coffee and like the ice just melted right away, and it was.
They do that when I get a sweet tea too, and it's all warm like piss.
What are they thinking? Why?
I always have to tell those assholes.
My cheeseburger is super cold, but yeah, my coffee is like super hot. My iced tea coffee is like.
Your iced tea coffee? Are you confused again? You mean your cheeseburger's cold and your iced tea is hot?
We're out of time. This is the end of the show, guys.
Ding, 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 ding.
Bye-bye.
I want to thank our special guest Codeine for coming in.
Thanks,
Sorry, we
Codeine.
talk a lot. Yeah, we talk a lot.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm sure you
He barely got to talk.
because we just run our mouths constantly.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
But
I got to do the intro.
What's that?
No, it was a joke. I got to do the intro.
That's right. Tokar got to do the intro. We didn't have to cut him out of anything.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Go!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and the fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah, oh slow down. Oh yeah, who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.